All right, guys, this is our Team Epic Journey, Team Do It Nation, Team Passion Fire Empire business call. And we are excited tonight because the thing that scares people the most is what we have to do the most of, which is send an invite. And something that I learned at my very first summit was, and I think it was Raina Odell who said it, and I don't know if I'm correctly 100%, but somebody said on stage, she said, the easiest thing for you to do is send an invite. The hardest thing for them to do is say yes and actually follow through on what they want to do with their goals. So the more invites you do, the more you just keep doing it, like riding a bike, you're going to take off the training wheels, you're going to be able to ride, and eventually all your invites will have a comma in it, and you're going to be wanting to inviting to the coaching opportunity. You're not going to be afraid. So this is going to be like a straight shot question, because this is how we want to nip this fear in the bud. Are you selling something?
No.
Okay, then why are we afraid? If you're not selling, what are you afraid of? That's the question we have to think. That's okay. You have to think about this. Why are you afraid? If you're afraid, to me, that means you're selling. So you have to know, that's where you go into your why. That's where you dig very deep and listen to that quiet whisper and say to yourself, okay, this has changed my life. You need to go write down all the reasons why it's changing your life, connect to those reasons why, start inviting. It's no different if I looked at Demetria and said, oh my God, these are the best nails I've ever gotten done by Kim at A&B Nail Salon. You've got to go. And she either says, oh, that's cool, or she says, give me the number, or I already got my girl. I've been with her for like 1,000 years, but thanks anyways. I don't care. I gave her something of value. I said, hey, dude, seriously, I know you like to get your nails done. I love Kim. You should go try her. There's nothing wrong with that. I just promoted A&B Nail Salon, or you guys know I always revert back to my Steak at Grill Marks. If I'm saying, hey, come check out the Steak at Grill Marks, you just gave Grill Marks a promotion. You gave them business. And Grill Marks is going to cost you a lot of money for only one night out. So think about it like that. So dig into your why and get your invites going. So tonight what we want to do is we really want to talk about some certain types of scenarios. And Demetria and I kind of just sat, we were on the phone, and she wanted me to give out some scenarios, because I personally think that, and you guys know this from Team Epic Journey, is that I promote voice invitations. I know it's a very scary thing to do, but the reason why voice is so powerful is because they can't read in between the lines. They can hear your sincerity. They can hear your passion. So you have to connect with why you're so passionate about why this has changed you before you start saying, hey, come out and check out the Steak at Grill Marks. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you see that connection? So if you're embarrassed or you're ashamed of Shakeology, and this is how I think of it. If you're ashamed of it, then get unashamed with it. Get in love with why it's changing you, because the fear is a lie. Remember, that's made up. You can't touch it. You can't feel, you can't hold it in your hands. Your fear is of rejection. And guess what? You're going to get a lot of no's. So just get ready, because all that means is you're planting seeds. And you have to remember this too, you guys. If you're not sending invites and you're not doing conversational pieces, you have to remember, if I talk to Demetria one time, it probably may not take until 6 months later for Demetria's crop to come out and say, hey, Stace, I think I want to give it a go. 6 months. It's a long time. Some people are longer than that. Some people are faster than that. But the norm is like 4 to 6, I feel. So if you're not having just even conversations, you're not going to have a good crop. So remember, we're farmers. and we're just planting all these seeds all the time. So we're going to dig into this really quickly. We're going to go into scenarios. Demetria, if you want to give me a scenario and then we can role play, Danielle is going to come back and watch this replay, and she's going to actually be typing this out for all of us. So we'll create a nice format. We'll give these all out. We're going to have that. We're also going to have the recording so you guys can hear too, because I sometimes think the visual will sink into our body a little bit better. Okay? Mm-hmm. So Demetria is going to give a scenario, and then we're going to role play. I think that's the best way we can do this. Okay? Cool?
Yes. Right. So one of the scenarios that I really want to cover is once you have gotten to the point where you've built a rapport. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of different places you're going to be building, obviously, these relationships. It's going to be on your Facebook regular page. If you have your fitness page, which I hope everybody does, mm-hmm. It's going to be there. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be in person. You know, it's always going to be a different place. But once you've built a rapport. So I guess my first scenario would be somebody who maybe a high school friend, or maybe somebody that you have some familiar relationship with, but you're kind of getting back acquainted with them. And like maybe you just haven't seen each other in a long time and you reconnected on social media.
Okay.
And then you've had a couple back and forths, just conversations like, hey, and caught up and whatever. Okay. So at that point where you're feeling comfortable to invite him or her to your challenge group, mm-hmm. that's the first scenario. So,
okay. So the first thing that popped into my mind when you said that is this is where I feel I'm only going to be really talking to somebody who comments on my Facebook page. I think that's just really the way I do it. And that's why I really focus on very strong to the hardcore punch posting. I make sure my lighting is good. I invested in a light. I try to tell a story. You guys all know that I try to do hook lines in the beginning. So I go to Pinterest to find something to rev me up as my opening liner for my stuff, because you only have like 20 seconds to reel somebody in. Right. So really what I do is I focus on my Facebook posts, and I go through who's liked everything. And if I see that you've liked something 1,000 times and we're old friends, I'm just going to go message you real quickly and go in a voice box. I'll just be like, we've been talking for a little while. I might be like, hey, thanks so much for supporting my post the other day on my 80-day journey that I just had last week. I've been seriously trying to go to everybody tonight and thank them. You know, it's so hard as a mom. I'm trying to pack lunches right now and do dinners, and it's all over the place. But I just wanted to make sure I stopped over here really fast just to let you know, girl, I freaking love you. I think it's awesome that you're supporting me. And I've got to tell you that if you were ever down to do this and you want to try this with me, please know that I totally would love to have you. I've got a couple spots left between now and the 15th. Great incentives. You know, I would lead you in the right direction. And if you want to try, let me know. But other than that, what are your plans for this weekend? All right, girl, talk to you later. Bye. I'm very nonchalant, but I'm wrapping it around. If I was talking to Demetria, and Demetria and I have been going back and forth 1,000 times, I would have been and I usually, because I will talk to her if she's done a post to me recently, because I feel like it's not so awkward. If I'm randomly just messaging you, I feel that's salesy. I don't like that. I like if you've already kind of touched on my page, and I'll touch on your page or whatever, and I'll just be like, hey, FYI, could you not believe what Kinsey just did with all those Cheerios on that post the other day? I know you saw that. I just start talking, you guys. I don't really think much of it, and I don't put much thought into it. I just kind of roll off the top of my tongue, and I'll just go, with being a busy mom, I barely got in time to work out tonight. Now I'm going to get ready to go to school for tomorrow with the kids. Ryan's still in the shower. But just so you know, I've got this group. I would love for you to get in on it. I think you would be freaking amazing in it. And let me know if you want to rock out with me. It depends on the person, you know, I'm not going to talk one certain way. I can't say tomato to 5 people. No one's going to hear tomato. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the person. So it depends on how close you are and what your vibe is and what your lingo is. But I will say that if we're going to do somebody who's off your fitness page, and I was telling Demetri this too, this is why building your fitness page is so important, because I'm not really getting a lot of new people off of my free group. I'm just not getting a lot of people. So I am investing in ads. I am investing in buying people right now to have them come in. But we can learn about that later in another call about lowering your ads, getting them down to 11 cents and 10 cents. And that's like a whole nother different topic.
And Stacy, that's just so it's on the recording, that's training that you've mostly learned with Social Team Builder.
Yes.
So Social Team Builder, you guys, is something really that is worth the investment. This, I think, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think sometimes you have to remember that, yes, this is a side business for most of you at this point, but it's still a business, and sometimes you have to invest in order to get more out of it so that it can eliminate some of your frustration too, because you all have a warm market, but that warm market will run out. That's your family, your friends, your people you're already acquainted with, maybe neighbors, maybe people at the salon, whoever.
Right.
That's going to run out eventually when you're inviting those people. And then once that happens, you need to constantly have people in the pipeline. And so to eliminate the frustration, set a budget for yourself. It doesn't have to be whatever Stacy can do or whatever I can do. And I'm telling you right now, neither one of us do a lot of money into that. It's just whatever you can do.
It could be $20 a month, you guys.
Right. And make it work, because there's tons of things and figure out something. If that's, kind of a sticking point, figure out something you can maybe swap it out for. Like if you're buying a little bit of extra something at the grocery store, or there's just a little, a couple stops to wherever, just figure out, because this is your business and you can really take that further and eliminate the frustration. Like Stacy said, I'm really excited for her to talk about the like page thing. So go ahead.
So the reason why I like the like page, you guys, so much is because if you can build that up right now, build it up with your warm market. Don't worry about these paid ads and stuff like that. I don't want to get people all hyped up.
Right.
But eventually you're going to get to where I'm at. You're going to get to where Demetri is at. I can't keep inviting Rebecca Luhu 50,000 times to my group. It's not going to work.
Right.
So it's very smart, strategic thinking now to know what's going to be in your future. So that's why when you do your free groups right now, you have to say, hey, you're going to get a prize for the most people to invite to this free group. Make sure they send me a friend request. That's how you build your groups for now in the beginning. It will work in the beginning, but I'm to the point in 2 years that it's not working anymore. So I decided to invest into Social Team Builder. It is a $300 investment, okay? I saved my money for it. You get this for a lifetime. You get like 6 modules, and in every module, it's like another 6 to 7 learning lessons. It's all self-paced. It helps you build your like page. It helps you build your brand. It helps you figure out your lingo and your avatar and everything that we're talking about. So every night you could sit down and go to school. Like, this is my school. And I don't do it every night. I don't. I'm still on module 3. I've been on it for months.
I'm still on module 1. I haven't even built my like page. So
and it's okay. It doesn't matter. But here's why I like this. It's because every month I am now I wasn't able to do this in my first year. So that's why building your friendships now, hitting Success Club, building that momentum, having those conversations lead you to all of this. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? So you have to realize those conversations are important. Those Success Club points are important, because it's going to lead you all into the next waters that you have to get into. So I will send friend requests out to people who are part of my like page. Now, to make it not look spammy on the land of Facebook, you have to write a message. Now, you can copy paste, but you have to change the message up at least 3 times. So you have to say the same message, but do it in 3 different ways. And you need to have their name in it, and you need to end with your name in it. So for example, it might be, hey, Demetria, it's Stacy. I just wanted to kindly pop over. This is all written, by the way. I don't voice this. I just wanted to kindly pop over and say, thanks so much for following me on my fitness page. I'm sending out a free recipe today. Would it be cool if I sent you one here in Messenger? Question mark. I send the same freaking recipe to 500 people. It's the same recipe. It's a fruit salad. I don't try to get creative anymore. I don't need to. Nobody else has seen it. It's not that big of a deal. So then 9 times out of 10, they either, sometimes I can't send them a friend request for whatever reason, they won't let me, but I don't care. If I'm a friend with them in Messenger, I can still view their pages and still see them. I'm a friend. It counts in my book. I'm a friend in Messenger. I'm a friend here. I'm a friend there. My computer's going to die. Hold on. I'm a friend. So that's how I send out my friend requests. When they accept me back, this is what I say. I haven't sent the fruit salad recipe, right? And I'll send a voice message back and I'll go, hey, Danielle, it's Stacy. I am actually just getting ready to get dinner on the table for the kids, but I wanted to kindly reach out, send you this fruit salad recipe. It is a big hit for my kids and my husband. I really think the secret sauce is the fresh squeezed lemon and the fresh mint. So I hope you enjoy it. And I think it's even better like 24 hours later. But before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for following me on my fitness page. I really do hope that you find my page inspirational and motivational and just a really positive place for you to come to every single day. A couple of things to help you navigate throughout my page, just so you have an idea of how to go through it, is that I post about 3 to 4 times per day. Hopefully things of value, things of good content, things to continue your inspiration on your wellness journey. And I'm always asking people to get curious about me. So I invite you to get curious about me and scroll to the top of my fitness page. Click that cover photo for me. And if you have a moment, read my bio. That way you can kind of figure out who I am and what I'm all about. And then you can kind of see and put the puzzle pieces together of why this page is so near and dear to my heart. And the last thing that I wanted to tell you too is that I have events every month for you guys, for the followers on my fitness page. So go to Stacy Brooke Fit, click under the events, and you can check out everything. In fact, this month, I've got an amazing group. I'm looking for the Great 8. I'm looking for 8 amazing women who are just ready to draw the line in the sand, get super pumped, ready on their wellness journey, and use fitness as their platform. If you're cool and you're interested in this, let me know. But just know that that invite that I just sent you, it comes with love. It doesn't come with any kind of pressure. And I've got 4 spots left until about the 15th of this month. So let me know, and either way is cool. Anyways, what are you going to do this weekend? Anything fun? All right. Take great care, Demetria. Bye. That's my voice invite. I keep it to 2 minutes. Done. It does not go over 2 minutes. I say this. That's my running line that I say.
Let me ask you something. So that voice is after. I think I got a little lost.
It's okay.
That's after you've sent them.
I send a friend request.
You send a friend request.
And I send a little message saying, hey, Demetria, thanks so much. Or, hey, just want to kindly pop over. Thanks a bunch for following me at Stacy Brooke Fit.
This is somebody who's newly followed you.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I get a lot of responses back because I say, and you have to remember, you have to do that phrase 3 different ways.
Yes.
Copy and paste so you don't get spammed up. Add their names in there to make it personal and add your name at the bottom. So it could be Hugs, Stacy, Smiles, Stacy, XO, Stacy. Change it up. And then do Google Doc. Copy paste. That's it.
So this is even if they don't accept a friend request to your regular page.
Yes, because some of them they won't. They don't have it set up that way for their Facebook pages. But we can still have a relationship through Messenger, and
Can you voice message through Messenger? I don't know if I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Through Messenger for a like page?
Well, I do it. No, because I send it when you send a request. I send it through my cell phone.
Okay.
Right. So
I'm trying to picture this.
Hold on. I'm gonna plug in my computer. Hold on.
Let me go to my like page. This is good. I really like the initial response that you do.
Okay. So you go to your like page, right?
Mm-hmm. And you got a new follower.
And you go to hold on. Let me just go there. I'll just do it step by step. Okay. Go to your like page. You go up here to activities at the top. It says page, activity, insights. Click on activity. And then it says new likes, thumbs up. You see that part?
Mm-hmm.
Click on that. And then you're going to see all your new likes like this, guys. Okay. So then we'll do an example right now. So I also, now this is where your avatar comes in. I'm not going to send somebody to Joe Schmo that maybe can't speak any English, you guys. I have I can't connect with them. So
Okay.
I don't.
If he's from Istanbul, I'm good.
Right. I can't help you. It's not going to work. So I just scroll and I make sure like they're a mom, they have kids, maybe they have a husband or a significant, whatever. So I come over here and I'll go, okay, Jen Sandoval. I just kind of check her out for a minute. Now, she has it set up where I cannot send her a friend request.
Right.
I can't do it, but I can send her a message. So I come over here to message like that. I do not click that wave yet. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go, hey, I'll do it right now. So you guys can all do one. Hey, Jen, heart, space it down. Thank you so much for supporting me on my fitness page at Stacy Brook Fit. Stacy Brock Fit. Hold on. Stacy Brock. Stacy Brook Fit. And then I'll do like some smiley faces and add like little emojis or whatever. Means the world to me. I'm passing out a free recipe. Would it be okay to send you one right here in Messenger? Question mark. I just did a voice on that so I don't have to type it. And then I'll do hugs. Stacy.
And then when they respond back, that's when you say the next message.
That's when I do the next step. So I click wave. And then let me just make sure I did all this right. Yep. Yeah. So then I send it out. And that's it. And I walk away. But you have to take this message and make it 3 different ways.
Yes.
That way you can move faster.
Yes.
You don't want to be doing this. And the other thing too, for time management wise, if you're doing new friends, get your cell phone, set a 20-minute timer, and only do this for 20 minutes and put it down. Move on to the next step.
I like that. That's
it. Okay. So I set a timer for 20 minutes. I work on that. Boom, I'm done. So then they come back. Let's see. Somebody came back here. I can't do it. One person came back and usually they'll say like, of course, because I asked them if they want a free recipe.
Right.
And I'll say, yeah, of course. So I send them the recipe and I created it on PicMonkey. And then I go into my other speech. I just help them navigate through my page. I just want to give you a quick navigational tour of my fitness page. Most people who have a like page, I can tell you I had a call tonight from one of my like pagers. She was like, I just want you to know that no one's ever voiced me. And I really value that because you are like meant to, she said, you're meant to do this. You're very sincere. And she goes, and I'm glad that you told me about your bio because it made me feel more connected to you. So that's why, you guys, when we talked about writing that bio on your cover page, take your time on that. Don't rush these things. Like, don't get off this call and be like, I got to do all this stuff. This is a slow marathon, work in progress your way. Like, we're not running. We're a tortoise. We're just going to keep going. Right. But those are the reasons why, even if you have even a random person who likes your page or your regular page, invite them to I invite you to get curious about me. I invite you, for better lack of words, stalk my page. Go click the cover photo and read me. Read my bio. I want you to know who I am. And when they read your story and they read your connection, that's like, you just want to get them connected fast. Like, you want them to know, I'm not a salesperson. I'm a real person. I love you. I sincerely care about you. I really want to help you. And I don't care if it's a week from now or a year from now or 5 months from now. I'm an open book. Let me help you. And it's working for me. It makes me go faster in my day. It makes me feel more productive. It makes me feel like I'm getting my ducks in a row. and stay by one rhythm. Don't be trying to find all these rhythms, you guys. Like, get your timer out, 20 minutes for friend requests. You know, I get distracted too, but I mean, Demetria knows I abide by this list. I stay true to this list. I stay true to my dry eraser board. These are the only two things on my desk and a candle that's lit. That's it. I don't create clutter in my life. I can't do it. I can't function. But if you just keep saying the same thing, and when you say your messages, I know this sounds corny, but it's not to me. I close my eyes and I connect more with my invites because they don't see me. Because I need to make sure I'm coming from that. Like, I'm so thankful for you to like my page. Thank you so much. Like, doesn't that sound better? Like when you close your eyes and say it versus like, thanks so much for liking my fitness page.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for liking my page. You have no idea how much that means to me. Like, connect to it. If this is scaring you, close your eyes and just connect. Just connect. Don't be afraid of that, you know, because they have more problems than you sending an invite.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to send you an invite. Mm-hmm.
There was a long time I didn't use the voice. And then when I started using it, I actually started using it just with another coach because we would go back and forth and it was easier and faster.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to sit here and type and invite people and type it out. And like, if you're copy and paste it, you can't connect to it. You can't, because you're copy and pasting. And you're not going to think about that person you're inviting. You're just going, want to join my group? Want to join my group? I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. I had some old invites pop up from like 2 years ago for people that just accepted my friend request 2 years later. They were in my free group, and didn't accept my friend request, but were still in my free group somehow. And then finally accepted it. And I had like mass invited, like, I don't know, 200 people or something from this free group that I had. And some old, you know how Facebook keeps the messages there.
Yeah.
And it popped up and I was like, no, like I wanted to go and erase it. I'm like, no, I did not send that message.
Well,
I should screenshot and find one of them.
But you thought at the time it was like, amazing.
Just get okay with, like Stacy said, just do it. Just voice people. It's so much better. It's so much better because then it's just, you could be anybody typing, but you can't be anybody speaking.
There's just so much more of a loving connection because people can hear your sincerity. People can hear your truth. People read in between the lines. I've gotten more negative responses back from typing than I don't get any negative stuff when I voice. Never. I don't. Mm-hmm. I never, ever, ever do. And I connect to enthusiasm. I connect to empowerment. I connect to, they need me. They need me because I needed somebody at one point in time. And now I've gotten my training wheels off. And now it's my job to help somebody get their training wheels off. Mm-hmm. We have a beautiful job, you guys. If you think about it, our job is to help people get the training wheels off of their problems and so they can ride the rest of their lives. That is what we do because somebody did it for us. It's very, very, very amazing. And really, if you think about this world, let's get deep for a minute. A job, great, it pays you, but you know what a job is? It's just to help somebody. That is what a job is. It's how the world goes round. It does. But we have the job that helps us and them and our families. It's not just helping one thing. It is, every time you see a circle tomorrow, remind yourself of that because that's our job. It's this. It's a full circle opportunity moment. Business, yourself, your family, your kids, everything, your neighbor. It's everybody. You can evolve.
I heard a quote today that said, when you work really hard, or when you work really hard, your boss goes on a better vacation.
Yes.
And I was like, not in our job.
Right.
That's my vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so true. It's like, now I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a job. I don't want to put the wrong message out there, but
no.
Most jobs are just that. They're jobs. And most of the time you might get fulfillment from the job. It's not that you don't, but there is something very unique about what we do. It's not just hours for paycheck. It's not just service for paycheck. It is literally connecting with people that may never purchase a thing from you, but you've enriched your life by connecting to them and their life by connecting to them in some way. Yeah. And you can't say that about, I can't say, maybe you guys can, but I can't say that about pretty much every job that I've had. I just can't. Yeah. I've touched people, I've had cool encounters with people, but for the most part, it was deadlines, projects, show up, collect your check, can't wait for the weekend, start over again, whatever.
The other thing too, you guys, and I did this already. I don't know if I can show you. Track your stuff if you haven't been tracking this month. Literally, I have a dry eraser board over here. I can't turn this so much, but this is because I'm plugged in. Shoot, hold on. I think I've shown you guys this before, but you see how I have my dry eraser board up here? So hold on. Let's see if I can get this light on it. I'm plugged in, that's the problem. You track your stuff, because if you're not tracking your stuff, you're not going to know. So over here, for example, like I have new friends, invites, follow-ups, conversational starters, and how many people I invited to the coaching opportunity for the month of April, right? So I ended the month, and remember, do not judge people because some people are very new. You're not up to all these invites. So I wasn't here 2 years ago. The month of April, I did 144 invites. I got 144 new friends. I'm sorry. 284 invites went out this past month. I did 177 follow-ups. I did 290 conversational starters, and that's of any kind. That could be, hey, how was your day? To me, that counts as a conversational starter piece.
Absolutely.
And I invited 18 people into the coaching opportunity for the month of April.
That's awesome, Stacey.
That produced me Success Club 14 with mine and my husband's business center together total. So now I have a glimpse as to what I need to do for the month of May. So May's already started, you guys. So for example, this is not updated because I haven't finished tonight, but I'm at Success Club 2. I have 17 new friends. I've done 22 invites, 29 follow-ups, and I've had 30 conversational pieces. So you have to keep a running tally of what your business is producing. Like I need to know, okay, if I do this, this is what it's going to give me. If I do that, this is what it's going to give me. You have to be smart about this. And all these sticky notes that you see right here, they are on a doc, but these are my people. I take a sticky note down a night and I start a little conversation with them because they're right on the edge. They're right on the edge. So I just keep my toes in their water. Does that make sense?
Wait, Stace, those people that are those are sticky note people that are like close to being ready, you're saying?
Yeah. I gotcha. And they're on a doc, but this is just me like seeing it visually. And I'll just take one down because each one has like 10 to 15 names. And I will just take one down and just write a little something to them and put one back up. Just so I know I'm still engaging in that piece. So that's what I do over here. And then I always write something. I want to be a 2-star diamond by June 19th. So like that's one of my goals. You put that out there. So keeping yourself really super organized, you guys, I think is really important. And getting quiet with yourself and trying to figure this business out is super key. So we have like 4 minutes left, but this helps a lot over there. That visual helps tremendously. Getting really organized, you got to do that because you cannot have 1,000 pieces on your plate. It's not going to work. But if you're new and you only do 3 invites a day, be proud of that 3 invites and then track it. Like track it. Just track what you're doing. It's not like, oh my God, Stacey did 280. I only did 20 for the month of April. It doesn't matter. I was not here 2 years ago. I was not here.
Mm-mm.
The reason why I'm here is just like in my fitness. I kept going. I built momentum. I didn't quit. I found a way. It's all the same principles. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So get super organized with your business. Think strategically. Think smart. Close your eyes. Follow what's working for us, but make it your own. You don't have to rethink the wheel. Just make it your own way. You know what I mean? Like, just make it your own way.
I have to add this too. What she said is really important. I don't want you to overlook what she just said, because one of the biggest mistakes that I made before coaching and in the first years of my coaching, sorry, Gabriel's crying, it was to not allow myself to be a beginner. So let's use fitness, for example. If you're in a fitness group, if you're in a challenge group and you're like excited about losing 50 pounds, and then you see Susie in the challenge group and she's like rocking it out, and she's just every week she's like, oh my God, I lost another 5 pounds. And you're like, I gained half a pound. What, I'm doing all the stuff. Then all of a sudden you have this temptation to figure out how to make it go faster, because you're like, something must be wrong and I don't want to be left behind and I don't want to be the only one not losing weight and whatever. And so you had this visual of, really rocking this out, but maybe it's going slower. The mistake that I've always made before coaching and when I first became a coach was to not allow myself to go at my own pace. You have to let yourself go at your own pace. So like Stacy said, looking at her numbers, she didn't come into coaching and go, okay, Demetria, now what do I do? Okay, good. I'm going to invite 30 people today. No, she was like, okay, business activity tracker. It says do 3 people. I'm going to invite 3 people. And you have to allow yourself to do that and find your own, Stacy calls it a rhythm, find your flow, so that you can say, okay, I got this. I'm creating a habit. Once you create the habit, it's just like 21 Day Fix. You tell people, as a coach, I tell people, don't try to get all fancy with your meals. Figure out your containers first. Come in, figure out. You got to remember, you got to be at the grocery store and not have to look up what a red is. Instead of trying to get fancy with your meal, get comfortable with the containers, get comfortable with what you're supposed to eat when. Once you get that rhythm down, okay, maybe you're not as fast as so-and-so, but now you've got the flow. So now you can start adding to it. Now you can be like, okay, got the containers out. I might want to try a little cute recipe now. Yep. Instead of coming in trying to be all cute from the beginning, which is something I did. I was so excited that I was just like, I want to do it all right now. Well, all that makes you do is it makes you go slower. It makes you have to back up and you have to do it right. You have to start over. Yeah. And that's just not necessary. So I don't want you to overlook what she said, because it's really, really, really important for you to find your rhythm and find your pace. And you're going to speed up. You have to get that rhythm and then you'll speed up.
Yep. She's absolutely right. We have like probably 30 seconds left, and I think that's a great place to end. Slow down, find your rhythm, watch this replay, and just soak in what you can and make it your own and build upon that. It's that simple, but it's also that hard. So stay rhythm.
Stace, we didn't get to the one question I had, so maybe you can go live in your team page.
Okay.
At some point.
Which one was it?
Just about when people are ready to sign up, the wording that you